Well, students, so let us understand about the G value and G factor once again. The G value is also known as spectroscopic splitting factor or Landis splitting factor. For a free electron, the G value is 2.0023 and G is equal to G subscript E 1 minus sigma, where E stands for the G value for the free electron and sigma is the symmetry factor. So G value is the proportionality factor and this depends on the function of the electron cloud. So G value is constant for a free electron. It is always fixed. Its value is 2.0023. But for the free radicals, the value is modified by plus or minus 0.003. So let us know few examples of free radicals. So these are the G values of the few free radicals. Methyl free radical as 2.00255 and ethyl free radical as 2.00260. Ethene free radical as 2.00220 and propene free radical has 2.00254. So some of the free radicals are also listed here, and for free electron, remember the G value is always fixed. It is 2.00232. So well, the spin energy levels of an electron are separated in a magnetic field B by an amount that is nu is equal to delta E divided by H hertz, or H nu is equal to delta E. So that is delta E is equal to H nu G beta B. This is the resonance condition. Now we can rearrange the expression in for nu also, that is nu is equal to G beta B divided by H hertz, or G is equal to delta E divided by beta B, or H nu divided by beta B. Now using this expression, by knowing the frequency, the Planck's constant and applied magnetic field, so we can find out the G value. And the G value is almost similar to the chemical shift in the NMR spectra. The G value depends on the electron density around the nucleus. So you have to remember that the G value depends on electron density around the nucleus. So another important point regarding the G value is, if the magnetic field is applied along the z-axis, that is along the z-axis, so G is parallel, right? If the magnetic field is applied perpendicular to the z-axis, right? If the z-axis, if the applied magnetic field is perpendicular to the z-axis, then the G value is also perpendicular, and it denotes that G value is perpendicular to the z-axis. So I'll repeat, if the magnetic field is applied along the z-axis, then G is parallel, denotes the G value is along the z-axis. If the applied magnetic field is perpendicular to the z-axis, then G is perpendicular, denotes the G value is perpendicular to z-axis. And for gaseous, liquid and amorphous solids, G value in all the direction is same, that is Gx is equal to Gy is equal to Gz. But for a crystalline solid, if the solid is a chiral, then Gx is equal to Gy is not equal to Gz, and for a chiral crystalline solid, Gx is not equal to Gy and Gy is not equal to Gz. Now let us calculate a few problems based on the resonance condition. Let us find out how to find out the G value for different free radicals. This is the problem given. ESR spectrum of methyl radical occurs at 330 millitesla in a spectrometer operating at 9250 megahertz. Calculate the G value of the radical. So the H nu is equal to G beta B is the expression. We can rearrange the expression as G is equal to H nu divided by beta B. H is a Planck's constant, that is 6.626 is into 10 raised to minus 34 joules, and frequency is it is 9250 megahertz. That's why it is into 10 raised to 6 per second, measured in terms of second or hertz. And then we have beta, that is Bohr's magneton is constant, 9.2732 into 10 raised to 24 joules per Tesla, and the B, that is applied magnetic field is 330 millitesla. It is 10 raised to minus 3 Tesla. Substitute and you'll get the value that is 2.02. We can rearrange the formula for different forms like nu is equal to G beta B divided by H to calculate nu, and we can calculate B by rearranging the equation as H nu divided by G beta, or G is equal to H nu divided by beta B. So based on the requirement, we can rearrange the expression and calculate the respective parameter. Now let us come to the examination corner. These are the possible questions. So write the principle behind ESR spectroscopy for a 2 marks question, and you have to mention it is an absorption spectroscopy and measured in microwave region, and this is applied only for paramagnetic substances. So what are paramagnetic substances? These are the substances which contains the unpaired electrons. Then you have to, next question is mention the differences between NMR and ESR spectroscopy. So maybe asked for a 2 marks question. You have to list out the differences. Then write a short note on G value. So then the last question is you have to solve problems based on the expression delta E is equal to G beta B. And this is an important application part. So thank you.